Hi guys, it's Angel from Roxy Roo Crafts. Today I'm bringing you a tutorial on how to make these little mini albums. They're really cute and simple to make. There's two ways of making them. This one's made with empty toilet roll holders. These bits that you just cover with your papers, but that does make them a lot more bulky. But they're still sturdy, nice, and they stand up lovely. Or you've got these ones which you make, I don't know if you can remember the old money envelopes you used for school dinners and things, these ones. And they're just made with them, just covered with your papers. They're really simple and easy to do. We've got a Christmas one, which is just pop the photos on. You've got your cards in the end of your toilet rolls to do your journaling. And you can add more decoration and do what you like and decorate the front. There's one. Been sitting doing these yesterday. They are pretty addictive and they do look cute on a craft table as well, which is nice. This one's using the money envelopes. You can see they're a lot thinner, but still just as nice. We've been cutting out a lot of Christmas little embellishments on the laser machine. So we've got little gingerbread men, we've got holly, we've got loads. We've got little Rudolph heads, snowflakes, robins. So if you're interested, I'll pop the link to my shop down below and you can pop over and have a look. But these are just as lovely. It's got little bells on, some twine. I got them from the range a couple of years ago, and I think you got about 100 for about £2, and they like that. You can hear them. They're really good. Yeah, so this one's a little bit different. Still got your photo mats on there, but I've made an extra page, and then underneath they can still put photos under if they like. You've got your tags, and I've just stamped out Merry Christmas on them and inked up the edges. I don't often decorate the back because it's nice to be able to leave a little bit for whatever you want to do with them as well. Right, so there's that one. It's really cute. And I did this one yesterday. It's really pretty too, a little vintage one. Got your ribbons on the end on your book rings, your pretty papers, flowers, embellishments. Got little pins there in your flowers, little birds that we cut out on the laser. Really lovely. And again, this one's just matching paper through. You've got your mats, and you've got your journaling cards that I just stamped a little border on the front there just to make them look pretty. And they really are a cute little keepsake, little memories. And like I say, they're really easy to make. So there's not an awful lot you need to make them neither. So you will need a few bits and pieces, that's all. You're going to need, these are your photo mats. You need 10 of these. To make the book how I'm going to do it, you need 10 of these which measure 2.5 by 2 inches. And I've just rounded the corners off and inked the edges. But I will show you as we go along. So we'll do that one. And then these are the journaling cards that go inside. You need 4 of these, which are 2.5 by 4 inches. And I've used a Martha Stewart punch along the edge, rounded the corners off, and put an eyelet in. That's simple enough. You need 4 of the little money envelopes. Your DSP papers, which go on front and back, which are 3 3/4 by 2 5/8. And they're the ones that I've already covered. I've done a lot of it. I'll show you how to do each stage and how to put it together, but if not, the video will be stupidly long. Alright, so there's the other 3. You will need a front cover and a back cover. Now this is, it looks tatty, but it doesn't matter. It's off the back of a paper pack, nice and rigid. And I just cut it the size, and the board is 4 × 3 inches. The DSP cover is 4 3/4 by 2 3/4. Slightly bigger than what this one is, so you can fold your edges round and put your other piece of DSP on the top. All right, so that's up to you. I can't remember, I haven't written this size down for this one, but that one's 2 3/4 by 4 again, so it's just a little bit smaller, but that will cover up your cover. So that's that one. That's the cover that's already done. I've already done one cover, and I'll show you how to do the second. And you've got your eyelets down the side, and I've just got some pretty little embellishments from the front, and they are from, I've been ordering out of our new catalogue, and I love this. It's so pretty, beautiful baubles. It comes with the framelets as well in the bundle. Look how pretty they are, all sparkly and glittered and layered up. Really lovely. And these, that one, Deck the Halls, that's from there as well. And these are just so pretty. And you get the framelets. If I've got the right one, you can guarantee I won't bring out the right one now. Here we go, the framelets. Or thinlets, whatever they're called. They used to be dies. They changed the name all the while. These, I can't wait to properly have a go at these. This is how you cut out the top to make them, make your 3D layers. You stamp out your stamps, which was this one. Stamp that one out. Pop your die on top and cut it out, and all of these little elements will all drop out, and you just layer them up, colour them with what you like, and they really do look pretty, and they really sparkle, and they're lovely. So yeah, and you get this one, you get a big bauble, well, 2 big baubles, and that's for your set of baubles, and then you get these outer ones, and they are really lovely. Can't wait to have a proper go with them. So we're on pre-order at the minute. The catalogue will be available to you from the 5th of September, where you can order, but we're lucky enough to be able to play along now. So I'm going to tease you with the food goodies for the next month, and hopefully get you interested. All right, let's pop them away. Let's get on. Right. Oh, before we go, we need, these are for your, to keep your book together. You'll need, I've just used a mix of colours because I'm drastically running out of colours now. So, but you'll need, how many did I write? 22 of them. All right. So there's them ones. And then you will need 3 book rings. What hold your book together, but they're cheap as chips to buy now. They used to be quite expensive, but they're not. You can get them on eBay now for 100 for about £4. So yeah, that's that. So if we go along and get the other one of these done first, right? So all you need to do is your money wallet, turn it over, and cut the flap off, but cut up to the line at the start of the envelope. Go across that first line so it's nice and straight. So you've just cut that off. Okay? Simple as that. And then you just plonk it on. It's as simple as that. Do 4 all the same. I've already got ink on here. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Try and stick on your opening end. Try and stick them as close as you can to the open end. And you'll be left with a nice little border, top and bottom. But you'll be nice and close to that edge, so it'll make it a little bit more rigid as well. You just go over with your bone folder. If you want to make, if you don't like the border of the envelope underneath, just add a little bit onto your paper, it doesn't matter. But I just like that, it just shows a little bit more. It's not all plain. So we add that on. Again, right to the edge of your opening, and plonk that on. Just go over with your bone folder. It helps flatten this one out as well. It's as simple as that. Okay. Now you need to put your eyelets on. Come here. These ones. And the way I do that to measure them is you need a ruler, not your opening end. So you want your closed end. So not the one that you cut, not this end, the other end. You need to go along and measure at, did I write this down? Yes, I did. 1.5 centimetres, 3.5 centimetres, and 5.5 centimetres. Then turn it around, and you need to come in about a centimetre. So I just go in, and where I've got that mark from before, I just draw a line just in front of it, like so. And keep it, if you keep it at 1 centimetre in, they're all going to be the same. Take the crocodile and line it up. So your lines you've just made are in the middle, and punch. So you get 3 holes, like so, like so. All right, get rid of them. Then pop your eyelets in, and we've got to give them a little bit of a squeeze to close them. Whoops. Just pop it in and give it a squeeze. Like so. I didn't squeeze very well. Move with that one. Let's try another one. Pop that back in there. That's better. And there you've got, that's what your book rings will go into. So you've now got 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. You can do as many pages as you like, it doesn't matter. I just thought 4 is nice for a cute little gift, and you can get quite a few photos in there. So that's your pages done. This one is your journaling. What you pop in your pocket and you can use for journaling. Again, they're really, really simple and easy to do. And I'm running out of space to put everything. Put that down there a minute. Oops. I need another. I haven't got another silver one. So I just squash that one. Yes, I have. There we go. So with this is all I did. All the measurements will be down below. So all I did is I've got a Martha Stewart punch. Punch the edge like so. My hands are awful. I'm out of the way. And then you can just take your punch, and you've got 3. I don't know if you can see that. You've got 3 flowers. I'll go above the middle one and punch another hole, and that'll be where you'll pop your eyelet again in there. Give it a squeeze like so. So that's that one. And then you can line up your punches to carry on the pattern, but I just take the corners off, and that makes them look a lot better. I then take my ink, go around. Oh, I should have got this out first, the noise these boxes make. Be green, double, and on the side of your card, just go round the edges, like so. There. Easy as that. And that just gives it a little bit of character, so it's not all plain and yucky. You can stamp along these. Actually, should I do that now? Yeah, why not? I'm going to use real red because everything is. And the delightful, the beautiful baubles. I'm going to use. I've got zebra halls on the front. What other ones have we got? Hope you find beauty in the details of the season. And Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's try this one. Stamp block. Ideally, it would have been easier to do the stamping before you put your eyelets in, but never mind. Can still be done. Using real red. And just punch, stamp that on the front, and again, nice and straight, and again, and one more. There we go. Just add that little bit more character to it rather than being completely plain, but they do look really cute. Okay, so that's your journaling cards done and your pages done. And I'll just put ink on that one. These are your photo mats. Again, I should have enough green on there to go round. Take your corners off with your corner punch. So you now have that. Looks a bit better than sharp corners. Go around your edge like so. And that's your photo mats. I've already done all the other ones. I'm just trying to do one of each just to show you what they are, but you need them. All of the sizes will be down below. Right, get rid of this mess. Right, what do we need now? The front cover. The front cover, like I say, you need chipboard. So this is just a piece of the backing of a big paper pad I got. Nice and strong. That protects your pages. So plenty of glue on this bit because it's got to hold everything together. We don't want the papers moving or coming undone. I did a craft fair, I'm not sure if that was last year or the year before, and I made loads of these and thought, will they sell, won't they sell? And I think I made 11 and I sold 9. I think I priced them at about £5.50 each, and they all went bar 2. Which, no, bar 1, because that was the only one I come home with, and they were all made with toilet roll holders. So this was the only one I came home with. So I sold all of them bar 1. Just go over the top so you don't get no glunky glue. Take your corners off. Not completely. Leave a little bit of a line there for you to be able to tuck in. Snip those off, like so. Take your bone folder. I do this before I glue it, and then that just helps the paper to know what it's doing, basically. Just bend it over and give it a good old crease, and that helps. Got some glue coming out of that one. It does help. Right, then you need glue. I'm trying to keep this as short as I can, but over the top. Really get it down. I'll do the ends first because then we can tuck the corners of the following ones in. Oops. Like so. So they're on nice and firm. Now at the ends, you've got a little piece on each end that you need to tuck in. Just push it in with your bone folder. Just push it in, and then you'll get a nice tuck on your corner, like so. And then just glue again. And I just find it easier with your bone folder because you can get it nice and tight. Like so. I love making mini albums. I could sit here all day and make them. Everyone is different. And everybody uses them so differently. There we go. So that is your front cover or back cover, whichever you need two of. And then you just glue your paper, your DSP, onto the top. And I have forgotten to tell you that this is the new Dashing Along DSP, and it's just lush. You can, get that nice and straight, cover that up. You can get this paper free if you host a party and you get your sales over £200. You get a free set. We can order it at the moment and use it to show you guys, which is what I've done because I fell in love with it. So yeah, if you want to host a party, let me know, and I'm sure I can help you out with that. So there you go. That's the front and that's the back. Now, to measure up these with the covers, is all I do is turn it over so it's the inside. I pop this on the front, get it quite central, same sort of like distance top and bottom. Take your pencil and just do, I just draw the outside of the ring so that they'll all match up. So get you need to crocodile again. This is a bit tougher to go through, but it does go through. Just line them up nicely. That's 1, 2, 3. And then you need, I've hid everything away and now I can't find anything. Don't forget to put your eyelets on the outside, not the inside, so they look nice. They're a little bit of a push to get in, but they will go in. Take your crocodile, give it a squeeze, and that one, I have to use 2 hands. I've got carpal tunnel in my hands and that limits me for whatever I do when it's horrible. So yeah, so that's your back. These are your pages, whichever order. Oh, and another one. I think I'll do red, green. Which one? I'm going to have that one on top. So that one on the bottom, then a red one, then a stripy one, then that one. So you can put them in what order you like. That goes on top. So we'll put that aside for 1 minute. You need some ribbon. You don't have to put ribbon on them, you can put what you like. I've probably got way too much ribbon here, but never mind. Just pop them on. And just tie them. Don't tie them too tightly because you'll rip your card. It will pull up. And then just snip the edges. So that one will go into there. and they'll stick out a little bit further as well because you put your eyelets down there. It's now I could only go that far. I can't go up the end, so that's what make these stick out. So that's nice. They're not pushed right down to the end, so you can only just see them. So that's nice. I like that. I just use the closest ribbon I can to coordinate the papers. Keep it all the same. When you're doing the everyday books, you can use a variety of colours because they've got more colours in the paper, so you can pick and choose. But on the Christmas ones, you're a little bit more limited. But I'm traditional and I like red and green and gold. That's my colours for Christmas. That's what I like. See, it does come together really, really nicely. And get your ribbon in. Like so. Top your ends. Oops, wrong one. Pop that one in there. I'll show you when they're all together in a minute. It's my favourite time of the year anyway, but my favourite time of the year for crafting. I just love the glitters and sparkle. It's lovely. So it's coming together like so, and then your pages will start going together quite nicely. Oops, I got that one upside down. Look, there we go, that's better. Alright, so that's that. Right, I'm getting in the right mess. Your front cover, this should be pretty straightforward and easy because I've already pre-done it. I show you that I stamped these out with the new beautiful baubles, which really are beautiful baubles. So I can place this straight on the top. Actually, I'm going to do the deck the halls first so I know I've got enough space. So I'm going to pop that one on there like so. I wouldn't go too close to the edge because things will get caught and they'll start getting lifted up. But that's that one. I've got a little, well, I did have a little star. Where's that gone? There it is. Little tiny stars again that we do, just with a little gem on. You can paint them, you can do whatever you like, but they do also look really, really nice in the brown wood colour. So pop that one in the corner. And they go on lovely with glue. They don't go anywhere. And then pop this one on. Make sure you stick these ones well because they're obviously on the front and they're going to get bashed around a little bit more than what the insides do. Nice and straight. Pop that on there, hold that down a minute. Hopefully it will stay. Yeah, lovely. So there you go. That's the front. You can add more ribbon to it, you can add what you like, but because we can put ribbon on the book rings as well, it's kind of nice like this. Right, now your book rings, where did I put them? You can get these in quite a few different sizes. I think these ones are the medium sized ones and they're perfect. You just pop a little bit of ribbon round, and so I go from the back and just grab every page. and that one, and then they just snap together. I suppose you could use two, you know, two bigger ones. You don't need to use three, but I just feel it fills up the ribbon nicely. I like that on the edge. Snap that one together. Oh, that's a tight one. Again through the back, and just one by one, just grab your pages. Oh, that's a tight one. So there. That is what you've got so far, and it's perfect. Let's quickly pop the photo mats on. Again, you can place these however you like, where you like. It really doesn't matter. You can add extra pages in between. Like I did on this one. And there's all of this was pretty simple to do. 3 inches by 2 3/4, and then I just score 1/2 inch down the front, and that will become your flat for it to bend back. So that will bend back with your book. So that's another extra little one you can do. It's endless what you can do with these. I'm quite excited because my daughter's just asked me to do 2 for my grandchildren, and she wants a book made with 18 sleeves in it, so every birthday she can take a picture and write some journaling on for their first birthday, and then when they're 18 she can give them to them and they can see every birthday they've had for 18 years. I think that's lovely. So I'm quite excited to do them ones. So that will be nice. So just scatter them. You can put them all in straight if you like, but I like to scatter them. That just makes your eye you look differently when things are all over the place. Is what you do when they're straight. Which way did that go? So I'll do it this way. We've also got bonus days throughout August, where if you spend £45 or more, you get a £4.50 coupon, which you can spend throughout September. So if you got any orders, anything that's took your fancy, the link for my shop is down below. Go over and order what you like and get yourself some coupons. They can't be spent until September, but all of August you can gather them in. Then have a nice splurge in September, but do keep your codes. They'll come through on an email. You need to keep them, because if you lose your email and lose the code, you can't get them. They're only issued to you once, so you need to keep an eye or write them down. I've written mine in the front of my catalogue, and then I know where they are because I'm forever looking at the catalogue. There we go, last 2. So it don't matter which way you put them. Doesn't matter at all. I could have put all the pages with the fold back in. I could have done that, but this is quicker for the tutorial, so at least you know. So there's other ways of doing it. Okay. that is simple enough. So far you have your front cover decorated, and then you have all these. You pull them out, you've got Merry Christmas on them. They look pretty. I say there's still room to, you could probably get another couple of 3 pages in there. And if you've got bigger book rings, more. You know, make them as big or as small as you like. Then you need, I do myself 3 sets of ribbons. And I try and keep it sort of like to the colour that I've got. Grab the last one. And then these are what go on to the rings. It's simple enough. Just tie them and randomly cut them. You don't have to add these. You can add what you like. But I just think it adds to it. The book rings, you know, pretty plain and simple. So to pretty them up a little bit, I think it's pretty good. And we've got golds, we've got silvers, we've got reds, we've got greens. So all of it will match. And if the ribbon gets too tatty, then you can just take it off and add some more. Like so. And then I just do it in a different order, just randomly pick them up for the next ones. I've got way too much ribbon here. I'm not normally this wasteful. I hate wasting craft stuff, but I'm trying to keep the video down for you. But on some things, I don't think you can, no matter how much you try and keep a tutorial down. It doesn't happen. And if people want to learn, they're going to want to see the whole thing done. Oh, I've got a silver one in that one. I must have come for that one. I'll get that one in. You can snip them all different lengths. I mean, if you want to be precise and each end of your ribbon you can burn with a lighter so that they don't fray, then, you know, you can do that. But to me, I think that's just as quick and easy to be able to add another piece of ribbon on. And not only that, if they do get a little bit worn and a little bit fluffy, it just adds to the character. So, last one. Just add the ribbons in different colours. That's all you got to do, in different ways, sorry. So they're not all the same. And they just randomly look so pretty. I've got a craft fair that I'm doing in September, but I'm going to start adding in some Christmas bits and pieces. I know it's a bit early for Christmas, but craft fairs, people do buy Christmas stuff early. They're all out looking for little extra gifts and stocking fillers. So I think September is fine to start bringing them in on craft fairs. We don't celebrate Halloween, so I think why not jump straight onto Christmas? I wish we did celebrate Halloween. I love Halloween, but I think it's mainly an American celebration. Lucky duckies. Oops, but there we go. See, that didn't take 2 minutes. So it's really lovely. It just adds that little extra touch. It's really nice. And then you open up, you've got your photos. I like it when you pull it out and you've got the Merry Christmas. And then they can write all their writing underneath. I've got to change that one. I've got a bit of red ink. So, yeah. So really, really are easy to do, and I just love them. The toilet roll one, which were the first ones I started making, like I say, are bigger and you can't get so many on a ring. But these ones, I've got 4, but you can add more. And you can, you know, if you get bigger envelopes, you don't have to use the little envelopes, these ones. You can get bigger envelopes and do the same thing and just chop off the end and make them bigger. So it's endless, the possibilities. All right, so I hope you've enjoyed that. And I'm not too long again, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.